They arrived into the world sharing one body, but two distinct identities. And from the very beginning, Abby and Brittany Hensel have challenged what others thought possible. Far more than a medical curiosity, the dicephalic parapagus twins, born in 1990 in Carver County, Minnesota, have forged fulfilling careers, built loving relationships, and most recently, stepped into new chapters of life that most people experience only once: marriage, parenthood, and owning their own home. Against all odds, they continue to defy expectations, proving that physical form need not limit purpose or passion. In this in-depth look at Abby and Brittany's lives as of early 2025, we'll explore Abby's marriage to Josh Bowling, how the twins navigated marriage and blended families, becoming a stepmother, welcoming Josh's daughter Isabella, and forging a new family dynamic, motherhood aspirations, the private conversations around biological children, teaching careers, their shared role as fifth-grade educators in New Brighton, Minnesota, settling into homeownership, buying and customizing a house designed for two independent adults in one body, a lifetime of medical adaptations, how early surgeries and constant cooperation have become second nature, daily life, an unbreakable bond, the seamless teamwork that underpins every movement, thought, and decision. 1. Abby's marriage to Josh Bowling. On November 13, 2021, Abby Hensel married Josh Bowling, an Army veteran registered nurse, in a private ceremony, a milestone they kept largely out of the public eye until March 2024. The revelation that Abby had wed, and of course that Brittany was present every step of the way, sparked renewed interest in how two women sharing one body could legally, spiritually, and emotionally participate in such an intimate institution. While Abby is the one who holds the marriage license and who exchanged vows, Brittany was, by every measure that mattered, an active and consenting participant in the partnership. Together, the twins and Josh navigate this unconventional union with grace. Josh has embraced both sisters fully. He attends appointments, holds hands, and seeks counsel from each twin individually. In interviews, Josh has spoken of learning to communicate with two people at once, sometimes simultaneously and sometimes in turn, creating a deep three-way friendship built on mutual respect. 2. Becoming a stepmother to Isabella. When Abby and Josh married, Josh's daughter Isabella was 8 years old. Overnight, Abby's role expanded from teacher to stepmother, and Brittany's role did too. The twins have posted occasional snapshots of family outings, baking cookies with Isabella, cheering at school recitals, and laughing over board games. Though they remain selective about what they share publicly, those glimpses reveal a household filled with joy, patience, and unconditional love. Abby and Brittany divide parenting duties much as they divide everything else. One twin might read bedtime stories while the other helps with homework. One might tuck Isabella in while the other answers questions about the day. In each case, their seamless coordination turns potential complications into acts of shared affection. Isabella herself has called her stepmothers the coolest moms ever, proof that love transcends physical form. 3. Motherhood aspirations, private plans, public curiosity. Since they were teenagers, Abby and Brittany told interviewers they both wanted children. Yet the mechanics of biological motherhood, a single shared reproductive system, pose uniquely personal challenges. Over the years, they have evolved from youthful curiosity, "I want to experience raising kids," to a stance of privacy. "If it happens in our family, not online." As of 2025, neither twin has announced a pregnancy. They continue to focus on their blended family with Isabella. Friends and colleagues say that if they choose to pursue parenthood biologically, whether through surrogacy, IVF, or adoption, they will do so discreetly, keeping the intimate details within their inner circle. Their reluctance stems not from fear, but from a steadfast belief that some life chapters deserve quiet sanctity. 4. Fifth-grade teachers. Shaping young minds. Since 2013, the Hensel twins have co-taught 5th grade at Sunnyside Elementary in New Brighton, Minnesota. Their classroom is a study in collaboration. Both hold Minnesota teaching licenses, both plan lessons, lead discussions, and grade papers. Yet no two teachers you've ever met have a more intuitive partnership. Students quickly learn that when Abby walks to the board to write spelling words, Brittany is controlling the pen. When Brittany reads aloud from a history text, Abby's voice carries the words. They switch roles fluidly. Lessons on teamwork and empathy take on new weight when delivered by two people who literally cannot function without each other. Parents and administrators praise their dedication. Colleagues note that the twins' presence fosters inclusion not only academically but socially. Bullying and cliques fade when these two role models paint vulnerability as strength. 5. Settling into their first home in late 2024, Abby and Brittany closed on a modest 3-bedroom ranch-style home in suburban New Brighton, a place both private enough to unwind and close enough to their workplace to keep routines grounded. Designing a space for two distinct adults sharing one body required creativity. 2 home offices side-by-side desks equipped with dual monitors allow each twin to prepare lessons, respond to emails, and pursue personal projects simultaneously. Dual height counters in the kitchen. Adjustable countertops accommodate Brittany's slightly shorter frame. She is 4'10", while Abby stands 5'2", so each can cook and bake comfortably. 2 bathrooms, though plumbing is shared. 2 separate vanities let morning routines proceed without collision. Months of DIY upgrades, inspired by their years on television, transformed the house into a warm, functional haven. They installed state-of-the-art lighting controlled by voice so both can reach the microphone, and a system of color-coded cabinets helps them organize teaching materials, medical supplies, and personal belongings. Their homeownership milestone is more than financial independence. It represents agency and self-determination. 6. A lifetime of medical adaptations, and from the very start, Abby and Brittany underwent surgeries to align their spines and expand their chest cavity, ensuring healthy growth and breathing. At age 12, they had a major procedure at Gillette Children's Specialty Healthcare to correct scoliosis and prevent future complications. Early infants born with a third vestigial arm had it removed, leaving only a shoulder blade remnant. Today, their anatomy is a perfect balance of shared and separate systems, 2 independent brains and spinal cords, merging at the coccyx, 2 hearts and 4 lungs sharing plural connections but breathing in harmony, a single liver enlarged to meet the body's needs, AY-shaped small intestine transitioning into 1 large colon, 3 kidneys and 1 bladder, 1 set of reproductive organs. Their circulatory system is interconnected. Medications or meals affect both, necessitating careful dietary planning and joint consent for medical treatments. Their nervous systems are split at the mid-sagittal plane, meaning each twin feels only on her respective side. Yet their neural pathways intertwine in surprising ways. If Brittany has a stomach ache on the left, Abby will feel it on the right. This choreography of body and mind has long fascinated doctors, but for the twins it's simply home. 7. Mastering everyday life teamwork in motion. Most people take for granted walking, running, driving, or playing sports. But for Abby and Brittany, each activity is a living testament to coordination. Ask them to ride a bicycle, and they'll smile knowingly it took practice, but now they pedal in perfect unison. Playing volleyball, they switch off who sets and who spikes, always communicating one thought ahead. Driving remains one of their greatest demonstrations of teamwork. Minnesota law required separate driver's licenses. Each twin passed her own exam. Now, in their shared vehicle, Abby uses the pedals and right side controls. Brittany operates the steering wheel and left side mechanisms. They alternate conversations with air traffic controllers on cross-country trips, and they've learned to anticipate traffic patterns as one. Their height difference. Abby's longer legs versus Brittany's shorter stride once made segways a balancing act. Now, they simply adjust, lean, and laugh it off, embracing a private-public life. Though the Hensel twins have appeared on reality shows, documentaries, and talk shows, they guard their privacy fiercely. They post sparingly on social media, often behind the lens of their professional work or celebrating quiet family moments. They refuse interviews about sensational aspects of their anatomy, focusing instead on what they do rather than what they are. Their message is simple: we live our lives, just like anyone else. And in doing so, they inspire thousands to reconsider the limits we place on ourselves and each other. Abby and Brittany Hensel's story is not one of mere survival or spectacle. It is a celebration of ingenuity, compassion, and unwavering solidarity. From stepping into marriage to becoming educators, from purchasing their own home to mastering every movement their shared body allows, they show us that family, love, and purpose are not bound by conventional definitions. Rather, they are defined by the courage to embrace life fully, together. What do you think about Abby and Brittany's latest milestones? Leave your thoughts below. And if their journey moves you as much as it moves us, please like, share, and subscribe for more stories of extraordinary lives. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.